Do I need to repeat what I said?
If you would like to restart, it's on now.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I just want to welcome our online visitors and our visitors here in the chamber, here at the City of West Tawakoni, to our June meeting of Keep West Tawakoni Beautiful. Apparently, I have skipped the citizens' input. Does anybody in the audience have anything they want to say? Greg, I have you down further down in the agenda if you wanted to wait till that part of the agenda. I do have a few announcements for everybody. I don't know if a lot of you in our listening audience has noticed or not, but our first welcome sign has been placed on the property on the southeast corner of Greater Vision Church, right here on Highway 276 across from Rancheros. I want to thank Gary and Jim with Holt Custom Stoneworks for being patient as we worked out all the details with EDC, the church, and the city administration. It has taken us over 12 years to see this dream come true for our city. And it is beautiful, but we have a lot of landscape work that we need to do, clean up and that type of thing. I wanted to also state that our meetings are now posted on an email by the Tawakoni Current. I don't know if y'all have all signed up for the Tawakoni Current. If you're not signed up, please do so, as it contains lots of information about the entire lake community. It's not our Quinlan Tawakoni news, but it is being promoted free by Bill Slaughter, former owner of the Quinlan Tawakoni News. And so our meeting was on today's activities, and we're thankful to Bill to put that on there for us. He also has city council meetings on there for Lone Oak, Point, East Tawakoni, us, Quinlan, and all those types of issues. The other announcement I'd like to make is that the city offices and banks and post offices will be closed tomorrow for Juneteenth, which became a national holiday in 2021. So if you're planning to go to the bank, don't think so. They'll be open on Saturday though. Father's Day is this Sunday, so treat your dad to church and whatever his heart desires: food, fishing, and fellowship. Our country is celebrating 250 years on July 4th of 2026. The city of West Tawakoni will host a special fireworks show, vendor market, food trucks, live music, etc. on Friday, July 3rd at the city park from 6 to 10 p.m. And then lastly, our July meeting is set for July 16th here at the City Hall, and everyone is welcome to attend that. Any other announcements? Lorraine, welcome. Do you have any announcements you'd like to make?
No, not.
Okay, all right. Item 6, review and approve minutes from the April.
Okay. Right here, I'm sorry, this is Lorraine's packet.
It's all the same, right?
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's all the same.
Does that say Lorraine?
It does.
Let me have it, because
There's
it does have
Amanda's.
her count for the cleanup.
There's Amanda's.
Okay, there you go. So sorry about that. And Kim is not here. She's gone on a little trip right now. The minutes from April 16th meeting, she prepared them and I've copied them. They are in your packet there. And if you've had a chance to kind of look through them, and I know it's long because she's very detail oriented on her notes. She does a fantastic job. But anyway, if you would like to, I will entertain a motion to approve.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes from the April 16th
A second.
meeting.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
And it's unanimous. Okay, this number 7 is to review and approve bank statements, and we have 2 months, April and May. Sue Ellen?
So you want me to report just on the most current month?
No, both of them, please.
Okay. So the April, bank statement ending April 30th, we had a beginning balance of $9,961.90. We had two credits of $80.85. And those were deposits and credit interest of 8 cents. We have one debit of $50. That was an over-the-counter check number 1120. Oh, right there. And it is chamber, to the chamber.
Yes.
Leaving a ending balance of $9,971.91. Average $992.55 was our ending balance. Okay. So in May, our opening was $992.55. We had a deposit of $1,172.09. And that was from the Catfish Festival.
It was.
And one debit of $127, which was to purchase roast.
That's correct.
And had interest of 9 cents. And that is leaving a balance as of May 31st, $10,644.84.
Okay. Chair will entertain a motion
Rolling
to
in the
approve those statements.
I'll make a motion.
That would be Ray. All in favor? And it's unanimous then. Okay. Discuss forming a calendar events on Facebook page and elsewhere. Amanda.
I think it would be nice for us to have a calendar so that we know ahead of time what we are doing. A lot of us are really busy, and I think we need that.
Okay, you're talking about us as a group,
Yes.
Yeah.
not for the public.
Well, we can do it for the public too, because we're not letting them know until a week or a few days ahead of time. So
Mhm. Well, I always try to let the city know, because they know it's always the third Thursday. So they try to put it on there.
I'm just saying, like for events that
Cleanups
we're doing.
and
Yeah,
all the things like
I
that.
know what
Yard
you're
of the month.
talking about,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think it would be cool if we said, okay, on May 1st, we're going to, just an example of calendar item. May 1st, we're going to identify the yard of the month.
Mhm.
We'll present it on the 15th. June 1st, the yard of the month, presented on the 15th, rather than,
Mhm.
just, I don't know, overlapping and things like that.
Yeah.
But
I
that's just an
understand.
example of some of the things and, the cleanups and all that. So everybody can look ahead. Yes.
Okay. Would you be willing to take that on?
Sure, if you tell me when we're supposed to be doing stuff.
Well, and that's why we have
You can
these
use a calendar.
agendas, to put it on there to discuss
You can
and
make it
approve and make a date and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's several things that we've got to
Yeah. for sure.
Set.
That's a good suggestion, though. I do appreciate that. Okay, Greg, you're up. You're going to
Can I
speak
make a
to us?
suggestion on y'all's calendar thing?
What's that, sir?
So Cecilia Urban from
Uh-huh.
Council Place 5 is managing the city's community outreach piece. And she's working with Mary to get it on there. If you'll reach out to Cecilia Urban, she'll make sure that she coordinates with you on how to get the things that you want posted. It sounds like some of those things are internal.
Mhm.
So, but the things that you want to get posted, if you get with Cecilia, she'll get you with Mary and show you how to hook it up on the city's website.
Okay.
And do all that. She's been really diligent about getting that built.
Okay.
So,
Oh, that's great. That's great to know. That's been needed for quite a while.
yeah, it's like the Current. We need a newspaper, but we
Yeah,
also need a community newsletter.
yes,
So-
yes.
I mean, we're up.
You're up. You're up.
Okay. I brought handouts.
Good,
So,
good.
a couple of things. The first thing I want to do is formally introduce the two members of the Park Fan Club that are here, Nikki Baggett and Donna Trent. The other members are Ronna Marie Massey and Ramsey Lindsay. Ramsey's at home eating dinner, I assume.
At the fire station.
No, he passed me coming
Is
over.
it over?
Yeah.
He passed me coming over here.
No, we already ate.
Okay, so I want to hand these out, but I don't want you to look at them until after I talk about them.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You pass those around.
Don't look at it, Dwayne.
Yeah, don't
And if
look
you
at
need
it. Turn
another
it over.
Yeah, turn it over. There you go. You can have one too.
No
First,
cheating.
the first thing I want to do, and this is on my sheet, and that is congratulate you guys on the sign. It looks amazing. I drove in today from Emory, and they were almost done putting the sign up, and I'm like, first thing I did was text everybody and say, the sign's up. So, but it really does look amazing.
I've seen that before.
I've seen it. But it really does look amazing, and it's a great sign. So great job.
As soon as we get all the weeds and everything, and get the ditch cleaned out, get all the trash picked up, you'll be able to see it.
Well, you can see it now.
But
It's
it
3 or 4
still-
feet in the air.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Fancy.
Yeah. It looks great. And once we start growing grass around it and everything else,
Oh,
it'll look
yeah.
permanent and all that kind of stuff. So,
Native plants around it.
but I know it took a lot of dedication and effort to get it done. So, because lots of roadblocks along the way.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize it had been 12 years in the making, but I knew the last 3 that it had been in the making.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
with that being said, but I wanted to I want to point out what the fan club has been doing as far as the park goes, and it's taken a lot of effort and dedication on their part as well. But if you haven't been to the park lately, there were 47 cars in the park on Saturday afternoon, which was pretty impressive. There are not 47 cars in our park unless there's an event, and there was no event. There were 47 separate individual people or cars or trucks doing something at the park, which is outstanding. For a Saturday in June, it's not a event, there's not a holiday, there's nothing going on. It was pretty impressive. I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited about the July 3rd event. I think it's going to be way bigger than we expect. So, just from everything that I'm seeing. But if you're not familiar with everything that's been done so far by the fan club, we did the basketball court wash and striping. We did the pickleball court and added that. We did new park quality basketball goals. So, and they're played on almost every day. We got new flags at the Veterans Memorial. We have already purchased, assembled, and are ready for installation 3 of the new park quality picnic tables. If you turn to page 2 in your folder, you will see the picnic tables.
Oh, those are great.
They're phenomenal. They are not what we have. They're 6 feet.
6 feet.
And the reason they are, besides my overall mistake ordering them, is because the ones that are up there today are 6 feet, and I wound up ordering 6 foot long ones by mistake. However, when I went back and did measurements, you couldn't get 8 feet under there. You could not get as many 8-foot tables under there.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Sure.
just the square footage wouldn't work out. So it actually worked out in our favor, but it worked out fine. We have taken enough donations to buy 4 more. So we've taken a little over $7,000 in donations so far just for tables.
Oh, wow.
So we need 32 total. So we're still hitting up lots of folks. If you have a business, if you would like to pass this around, we have different tiers of ways that you can put a table in. So if there's groups or companies or something like that, they will all get a plaque, and it's a really cool plaque that Robbie at Vital Signs is doing for us on all the tables. It's in the shape of a circle with a catfish, and then the table donated by whoever in the table itself. So, but there are different tiers there, depending upon where the tables are going to go, either on the point, in the sports field area, which is what we're calling the main park itself, and then under the Veterans Memorial, because those tables are actually in halfway decent shape. The rest of them are not.
Right.
But we'll have 3 of them installed before the July 3rd event, and hopefully have the other 3 we're going to purchase to do that. We're trying to buy them in groups because the freight is so outrageous. So the freight stays the same almost, even for the difference between 3 tables and 7 tables, the freight's the same. So
How are you putting plaques on it? Did I miss that?
So we're putting plaques on them on the center and the top, and they'll be screwed in from the top down through the bottom to a plate that's on the bottom side. So you won't be able to pull it off at all. And they're metal plates.
Then it shows who is
Yes,
donated by,
it will say,
in honor of or whatever.
it says, table donated by, and then along the bottom of it, it says, Exit Realty or whatever, so. And it's got a catfish and the West Tawakoni logo and everything on it. It's really a cool. We haven't quite finished designing it yet because we started out, I found out today that the ones we wanted were too small to put. They can't do the ones that small, so we got to go a little bit larger, and we're trying to determine what the size is. We also installed 3 new park quality grills. So all 3 of the grills under the small pavilions are now standing straight up and down and actually have grates and everything. We put new metal roofing on all of the pavilions, all of the large pavilions. So the Veterans Pavilion and the Point have new roof, as well as the little blue sign thing that's out in front of at the front entrance that we're going to talk about in just a minute. Had all of those replaced. The park road was repaired from the heavy truck traffic that it got destroyed with. That's been repaired. The Veterans light pole, flagpole has been repaired. If you haven't seen it at night, I actually have a picture of it.
The light is really nice.
The light is absolutely incredible. So
Yeah.
maybe I didn't print that one. But if you haven't seen it, you need to see it in the evening. It's really a really nice light. And we're discussing trying to figure out a way to put a light at the top of the pole so that, because at night, if the flag's still up, it's supposed to be lit. I've learned a lot about flags in the last 10 days. So, and there's more to be on that as well. Then we've also included a daily, weekly park maintenance. So we have a city employee now that's dedicated to the park for bathroom cleaning, mowing, general trash, and litter control. If you can't tell a difference in the park,
Is that JD or who is
it's not
that?
JD. It's Kevin Jennings.
Oh, Kevin.
And he has done a phenomenal job. He absolutely loves the job, and it makes a big difference. He comes up on the weekends. He's on vacation. He's on vacation this week, and he's still going up every day and cleaning the bathroom.
No.
Yes. So
Locking them at night.
and locking them at night. So we lock the bathrooms at night. They replaced the toilet paper dispensers in the bathrooms. They were getting destroyed. And people would come in and take the toilet paper off of it and make a giant mess with it, try to stop the toilet up, all this stuff. They replaced those with the kind that you can't take off the wall and it pulls one sheet at a time. So we're limiting access to the rolls of toilet paper. And he's just done a phenomenal job. And it really is, you can tell that he loves the park. He loves the job. He loves what he's doing. So he's doing a fantastic job, but he's dedicated to the park. We've added 9 security cameras and included monitoring in that. So there are cameras everywhere at the Point. There are cameras at the bathrooms. There are cameras on the park. There are on the playground. There are cameras on the basketball court. Yeah, in fact, one of the great things was we had somebody reach out to us after putting the cameras up and say, I made this phenomenal shot on the basketball court. Any chance you caught it on film? We did, and we were able to give it to him.
Oh,
so it only took about 2 hours of searching for shots on there, but it was
Epic shot, huh?
the young man at the chamber. Gosh, I can't, not Dina's son. Anyway, it was him, and it was a phenomenal shot. Anyway, we've also repaired the street lights. There were 7 that were in the park that were not functioning. They've all been fixed by Farmers Electric. So
Are they the new LED ones?
they should be, because they repaired all of them, and they didn't just go put new light bulbs in. So they should be all the new LED, just like we're getting throughout the city. They're part of that program as well.
Good.
But having lights in the park makes a huge difference.
It certainly does.
That's just the beginning stuff. So the reason I wanted to tell you all that is because we're doing stuff. We're getting stuff done. And what we're really here for tonight is to talk to you about partnering with Keep West Tawakoni Beautiful on the entrance. So now you can look at the front picture on there. It's an AI generated rendition. But there's a few things that we really want you to know about what we want to do up there. But what we really want to do is partner with you guys, because you guys have spent your own money, you've spent other money, you've done lots of stuff. And of the 8 crepe myrtles you bought last year, 4 dead, right?
Yes, they are.
And it's not your fault. It's, you know, the fault really lies in the fact that it's not really set up for a pretty entrance. And we need to do it better. I was at a customer today in Winsboro, and he said, yeah, I stayed at the state park on Lake Tawakoni. I didn't even know y'all had a state park over the weekend with my family and friends. And I said, that's great. Why didn't you stay at the City of West Tawakoni Park? And he goes, y'all have a park? And he goes, we drove straight down 276. Y'all have a park? And I'm like,
I passed it myself.
yeah, I've driven past it as well. And it's because it's not very well designated as an entrance, you know, and so we want to change that. And I believe that the fan club's entire mantra of change the narrative in West Tawakoni is to a positive is happening, and that we're having some effect on that. But what we would like to do, you know, the city is, the park is our most valuable asset.
It is.
It's the one thing we have that no one else, you know, Emory doesn't have one, Quinlan doesn't. They have a park, they don't have one on the lake.
No, they don't.
And so we believe our park is better, and we want to make it as good as their amenities are. We want to have our amenities be as well. But I think that starts with a very attractive, inviting entrance. So what our thought is to our vision is to line the entrance with red crepe myrtle trees. It's 100 feet from the road to the wall. We believe that we need roughly 13 crepe myrtles on each side. Mary, you need some water?
I have some.
Okay. We need 13 on each side with 5 to 7 gallon trees. We don't want to put small trees in. We want to put larger trees in. We don't know exactly. We have an estimate of $50 a tree, but we think it's going to be less than that if we buy multiples. And then between those, we want to put Vitex in between those spaced as well, so that you can have, you know, the bright red, and then you can also have the lavender color. If you're not familiar with Vitex, everybody know what a Vitex looks like?
There's
Right?
some in the
Yeah.
Veterans Garden.
Okay.
They're quick growing too.
Yeah, and they're not native to Texas, but they do very well in Texas.
Yeah.
So so roughly 11 per side. At Walmart, they're $50 a piece for a 5 gallon. The other thing we want to do is install a water spigot, either pull from the Veterans Memorial to the wall, and also, or from the water line that's running down 276 straight up to there, and then have a full-time water supply there as well. Because if we're going to put money into plants, and we're going to put money into foliage and things like that, then we need to be able to water it. And the 250 gallon plastic drums that they fill with the water clean, you know, with the pipe cleaner, is not the way to do it. The way to do it is to have water ready and available, and then also have it on a schedule for the park maintenance to be able to water on a regular basis, even if it's on a timer or something like that we can turn on and off and that we can manage. So then we believe mulch and bedding around the base of each plant will help keep that moisture and everything and keep it nicer. And then we also talked about initially, once we get the first plants in, using the watering sacks, the tree sacks you put in the bottom, and you fill those up and they water for a week at a time to extend that life. What we're asking you guys to do is we've given you kind of what our vision is. You guys are the Keep West Tawakoni Beautiful group. We would love to hear what your vision is, what you think of what we think. Do you have, we haven't really talked a lot about the wall that's in the wall that's there, and the gate, which the gate, I don't really see us changing the gate yet. I think sometime in the future we might get a much nicer archway over it or something like that. But for today, we kind of got to live within our.
Is that, hon?
Do what?
What color is that?
Kind of white. I saw it today.
White, red, blue, multi, plaid.
Oh, the arch or the gate?
Red and blue.
It's white.
The gate is
That's an actual picture of it right there. What color is it on the picture?
blue and red.
It doesn't have a date.
Yeah, I don't think the city.
You're talking about the arch. Yeah.
but that could stand to be painted. That's a maintenance item or something like that. That's an off-season maintenance item. But what we would really like is for you guys to give us your input, and then, of course, we're going to hit you up for money. We're going to say, hey, look, we're going to go get, money from people. We're going to go get money from hotel occupancy tax. But we don't want you to waste your money. We want you to know that what we're doing is long-term. It has a maintenance plan. It has a goal, that kind of stuff. And then I have two more things, just to kind of give you an idea how fast things can happen with our group. And it's really one more thing. And that is, last week there was some discussion about the way that the flags were done. They dug a hole in the park and they buried them. They've been doing it for 9 years. Nobody ever had a problem with it. Anyway, I think there's a more reverent way for us to do flag retirement. And so we pulled this together in about 2 hours.
Looked and made sure that that was an appropriate way to.
I have studied the flag book now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have talked to 2 of the 3 veterans establishments in town. So within 10 days, we've already gotten the stonework donated, and we have somebody we believe we have someone willing to pay for the stone, get all of that done. Now, the only thing we're not doing is we're not going to do the stone around the outside, because there's actually a 15-foot by 15-foot slab in back of the memorial, the flags. It would go perfectly right in the middle of that. And then some park benches on either side, give you a much more reverent place to do flag retirement. And then a vault of some kind, much like an urn, is kind of what I'm thinking, like they use in a graveyard, that you could put the ashes in. So you burn the flags, you collect the ashes, you put them in the urn, you close the urn up, it's done, and then that stays. And then there's a cover for this, so that
the burn
for the pit. Yes, for the fire pit. We had a little discussion about whether or not it should be used for other things, and we decided that it really shouldn't, because that you really can't. In fact, according to the flag code, you can't really do that. So, but that's just to kind of give you an idea of if we can get some momentum behind the things that we want. It's amazing what this group of people can do. They just get going, and they will talk something through in a text message group for an hour, and 2 hours later you have a rendition of it and 20 phone calls made to people who are willing to do something. So so I have the Park Fan Club is really good people, so they push me to get stuff done, and it's
I want to know what your secret is, because we have a hard time getting anybody to
good
help
people.
us.
Good people. Yeah, but this is, to me, this is an opportunity for, my group is also loud. I don't mean that ugly at all. They're not quiet. They have zero issue reaching out. And I think that's what it takes. I think a lot of people, there's not that good communication level in the city of having a newspaper where you can open it up, and like 1975 when you could open the newspaper and see all the events that were going on. We don't have that. And there's 27 Facebook pages, but none of them talk to each other. And those are the it takes picking up the telephone and making a phone call, or sending a text message to someone and saying, hey, I'm doing this. Are you interested? Would you like to help? Whatever. And my group's loud. I'll promise you that group has had 7,000 text messages in our group chat. It's nothing for me to get out of a meeting and there to be 32 messages.
Oh, Ramsey one night said, I have 168 unread text messages.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, they did. But it is. But the passion is what they create that. I didn't create that. They create that. All I do is give them an avenue. I'm just a conduit for them. So So I believe that we can get the fire pit done on our own. We want to work with you guys. I think it would be great if you guys would think about that in your future stuff as well. And then I have one more thing about the sign. So I really like your sign. I mean, I really like it. And if you can't find a place to put number 2, I would love to have it at the gate at the entrance to the park. And I'll bet I can swing that with some city council folks. I may have the ability to talk to them about it, but I really think that's the kind of sign we want. What I would like to see is that big metal pole thing go away. And then and that little digital thing, it needs to be put. It needs to be put in one of the veterans establishments.
Yes,
And then,
yes, absolutely.
and then the sign out there that's got the letters you paste on it, it needs to go away. That needs to go to a food truck court.
So that you don't drive by it when you're trying to every time, Donna.
Exactly. But what I would like to have is a really bright light on it, facing from both sides. And I believe that sign's only a one-sided sign. Are they two-sided?
It says come back, y'all, on the other
first one
side.
is 2.
The first
Second
one is
one's
2.
gonna be 1.
Okay.
Well,
And I don't know if you paid for them already or not.
We have not. We
Okay.
have not paid for number 2. And we could always alter. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up. I have a chronic cough, seems like. But anyway, Holt Stoneworks over there is working with us. They've worked with us for years now. And they can alter the size, what it says. They can do the same catfish and welcome to West Walkeny and all that kind of stuff.
I just know it was a major undertaking for you to get the sign in a location because of the landowners, because of the Department of Transportation, because of the city, because of where you wanted to put it, all that kind of stuff. We own that dirt. And we ought to be able to, if there's a 30-foot sign there right now that's got 6-inch steel poles, we ought to be able to put a rock sign there, right? Where it is. But let's take that one down. What I'd really like to do with that one is cut it down and leave that roof on it, since we just paid for the roof on it, which is probably nothing. But put it in the park at about 5 foot tall, and then just put a big blow up of the park, like at Six Flags. You are here, and show where the amenities are in the park, where the walking trail is going to be, where the things that we want to do in the future there. We want to be able to do that, but we can't do this alone. We're every dollar we've gotten so far has been either a hotel occupancy tax dollar, and we're spending that money also on the 4th of July, the third program and event. So that money's been drained to some extent. But we do believe we can get out and make those phone calls and get those businesses to give us a discount or to give us a way to work with them that we can do more at the park. And so if you just said, you want 22 is 1,100, probably less than $3,000, we can buy all the plants. And then we know we can buy the mulch. We know we can buy we know we have a backhoe to dig the hole, but we can do all those things. And then, it's probably going to cost $4,000 or $5,000 to have the water line run up there. Even though the city can do it, we still have to buy all the materials, all that type of stuff. So
I wonder if there's a place.
The chair does not recognize you. I'm sorry.
I wonder if there's, a place that might be willing to donate part of the trees or.
We'll make those phone calls. Donna loves to call them.
Working on it.
Yeah, Donna's already reached out to Steve.
Try to get wholesale prices where we can.
And we're perfectly fine with that. We will make those phone calls, because that's part of what this group does really well, is they research and find where stuff can come from. Yeah, they're not afraid to pick up the phone and call people and ask for something. They're not afraid to. Yes, they are. They are. They're absolutely. They will wear you out. But that's really what we want to do, is we want to have the ability to work with you guys, because you guys have done a great job, and you've kind of gotten over a major milestone. But if you're looking for a place for that second sign, I got one. But that's up to you guys, and it's your sign. It's I know what your original plan was, but I also know how difficult it was to find a place to put it.
And I think this one would be even more so because it belongs to TxDOT, the property does.
Yeah, so I believe, I haven't done the research, I haven't done the legwork on this, but I certainly will and can, and I'm happy to do it. And that is say, hey, if we've got this sign here, if we take this one down, can we put up this one? And that gives you a place to put it. And I think it would be, I think it would just be really cool to have it coordinated with the one coming into the city and the one coming into the park, and have it all kind of be tied together.
What would you want the sign to say? Welcome to West Tawakoni City Park, or?
I love the sign the way it is. Let's talk about that. I don't want to tell you what we want it to say. I want you guys to work with us and say, this is the entrance to the park. This is our greatest asset. What should the sign say? What can we work together to come up with it to say? The one thing I would really like it to do is invite people in.
Sure.
Even if it's, just an address that, because, it'd be really nice if it had, if it's 1041 276, let's put a number on it.
Yes.
So you can say, hey, it's this is the address of the park, this is the address of where we're going.
We had a call not too long ago. We didn't know where 1041 was.
I don't know if that's the park number or not. I just made that up.
That is the address of the park?
Oh,
I think so, yeah.
no, it's got to be an even number. It's
Whatever.
got to be an even number.
We did not know that that's what it was.
I ran up there to
And
picture
for the
a
park.
ago.
Yeah.
Pretty.
That is just amazing. That looks so good, and at the entrance to the park, and if the bottom of it just said City Park Entrance,
Sure.
that's just amazing to
And
me.
if that was on both sides, it would be perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
yeah,
Yes, it's
It-
beautiful.
that y'all did a phenomenal design job on that and getting it
Did you
done.
see the backside of it?
No, I did not.
Did y'all come back? Yeah.
That's even better on the backside. Or if we've got to have two, if we needed it to be two-sided, where it's inviting in from your driving.
Yeah.
Because that's the hard part, is catching people going 50 miles an hour
That's true.
down the road, trying to get them to stop.
You
And
get barbecue sandwich.
yeah, get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even get them to do that.
Get them
I
to
know.
stop.
I know.
Yeah, there's not. I talked to Kevin. He takes it over he fills it up with the water jet. They're asking me about the water totes that are out there.
Yes.
That sit out there. Kevin goes and fills up the water jet, which is the thing for cleaning culverts out. And he fills that tank up, and then he sticks the hose into and that's how he fills it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought, well,
Yeah, because what we were doing was getting the fire department to bring a truck over
Yeah.
and put water in it.
yeah. So,
And they did that a couple of times for us.
but that's a great effort, but it's not sustainable.
No, it's not sustainable.
And
at all.
that's
Because we put a nice, very heavy duty hose out there to be able to water the plants in front of the brick wall and then those crepe myrtles. But somebody stole those,
Yeah.
so.
So cameras make a big difference. We've
Light
got
makes a big
light, cameras,
Yeah.
I believe the park is changing. It's not the same park it was 5 years ago, 3 years ago. It's a much more safe, much more family oriented, family friendly location. As a council and as a city, we're going to apply for grants that will take care of some of the larger expenses like playgrounds and walking trails and stuff like that. There's lots of things we need to do in there, but we also need to get people to go in it.
Yes.
And the way we get people to go in it is we make the entrance very inviting and very aesthetically pleasing, and we make it sustainable and something that's pretty. So,
So, Dwayne, don't we have irrigation there already? I know we had trouble with the controller watering the.
Oh, and the veterans, yes.
Yeah.
yes, there is water. There's water at the veterans, but there's not water at the entrance.
No, I know that. I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
could we not tap into
Well,
that?
that's the two options. One, we can tap from the Veterans Memorial where there is water, but it depends on where that water line is. If we have to go around the pavilion and all the way down, I mean, it's 200 foot of pegs. Who cares? And then we could also just tap into the line that's running down 276. because you know there's a water line there.
It's short.
So,
Okay,
It's
so
a
you're
short
talking
route.
about automatic irrigation,
no,
not.
I'm talking about just getting a water spigot to the
Well,
wall.
I know, but eventually.
But eventually we could put in soaker hoses, right? We could put in soaker hoses and stuff like that.
Sure.
I don't see us putting in a sprinkler system. And the reason I don't is just because of the ground, the way the ground is here, it doesn't last. Yeah, mowers, ground, just the dry, it gets dry.
Right.
It,
Because it is gonna be the destructive entrance between you.
it absolutely would.
Highway, so having something long-term would be more efficient, I think.
Absolutely, it would be expected that at some point you would want some sort of automatic irrigation. And we might be able to do underground instead of having sprinklers, let's do soaker hoses that's all stuff we can talk about. It doesn't matter until we have something to plug it into, right? Until we have a meter there and a connection, it doesn't matter. We got to get that done. And I've already got the city working on getting me a price on getting that done, on the materials for that. But I guess what we're really asking from you guys is, would you please talk as a group, talk as Keep West Tawakoni Beautiful. What can you do? What would you be willing to do? What are your suggestions? What do you think about our suggestions? What do you think about our thoughts? This is not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take us a little time. But we've accomplished a lot and we really don't want to lose our momentum.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, if you guys aren't interested, we're going to go find it. These guys are not going to let me not do it. But I really think you guys need to be involved just because of the group that you are. And I believe that we can help you probably get some additional members and stuff, because we'll get the word out that you guys are part of what we're working on and part of what we're working with.
I think it would be a great effort to get together.
Good collaboration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We do too.
And if there's something that maybe y'all have a different idea on the different plans that are being used, or on something to help revitalize the bricks in some way, we would welcome your ideas. If you have
Yeah, the
any
flat sheet,
renderings.
Nikki's saying a great point. The flower beds in front of the bricks, the bricks that have the
Names and
donations. I'd really rather take those and put them somewhere that we, maybe even in the Veterans Memorial or something somewhere over there where you can actually see them and recognize them, or somebody might do that.
I didn't even know there were.
There are. They probably donated a brick. And there's lots of
They
those
probably
types
did,
of fundraisers and stuff like that.
Exactly how that.
And so, but let's do something with that, and let's make that, a part of the history. Even if it's just we take up a piece of the concrete out front and we put them down and you drive over them every time you go in. There's lots of things you can do to recognize people who donated back in the day. And you can do that and then do better with the plants and the mulch and the upkeep on both sides of the wall itself.
Right.
And then have the wall pressure washed, have it cleaned, have the bricks repaired, have the stonework repaired, all that type of stuff. It just needs general maintenance. It just needs general maintenance.
It's been neglected for many, many years.
And it's because there's not someone dedicated to the park.
Would Kevin be responsible for watering, or is that out?
Not necessarily yes or no. I don't know. What do we say? Do we, long term, I would expect that we have not only a weekday person, but a weekend person, because it's not sustainable to ask Kevin to work 7 days a week every day for the rest of his life. So
they need to utilize the RV spots and rent those out as well.
and we need to raise the prices on them.
Yeah.
For $25 and that's $30 cheaper than everybody else around. Different conversation. It's in the council's agenda. We're working on the park ordinance currently.
Good.
So
Good. That's good to know.
But
what we're wanting is to get native plants so they don't
Yes.
need so much.
Yeah.
That's
else.
exactly right. That's what our little Veterans Memorial has. It has the Vitex in it. It has the desert rose in it. It has the yuccas in it. And so that's what
That's what we need.
we were recommended by master gardeners to put those plants there. So
and Kevin's been pestering me to get him mulch and white rock to clean that up and do more with it for a month, and we got to get it bought. We move at the speed of government.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need weed control. We need lots of things in there, but it's,
I know, we do.
but we are mowed much more often. The bathrooms are clean. The park is being utilized. We've had lots of RVers in there. I believe that the third event will kind of showcase a lot of the stuff that we've done, and I believe that it'll bring some additional revenue in. Absolutely going to bring in tourists.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
How often are they supposed to mow?
once a week, at least once a week. He's been mowing at least once or twice a week.
Well, I stopped at the little library today to straighten it up.
He's on vacation.
Okay. So nobody mows when he's on vacation?
We're working out the details
Okay.
of.
The only thing is I didn't want to walk through the tall grass and get chiggers on me. So I did not go to the library.
I understand. So it's a challenge because it's more than one person can mow in a day.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
It's more than one person can mow in a day. You should send a work order to the city staff saying that the grass around the little library needs to be mowed.
Or at least
I cannot
weed.
encourage you enough to call in work orders to the city, because without the data that says we're not doing something, we don't know we're not doing it.
Right. And it's been perfect for weeks and months. I mean, so it's just a little lag and somebody's on vacation.
Right. But we need to we need to know those things so that we can correct things we're not doing, that we're not following up on.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. Call in a work order and say, hey, it's the grass around the little library is too high to walk in there.
To go down there with a weed eater, at least cut me a path.
The problem with that is then the city doesn't know that it needs more staff. We have to document the requirement, and if we can't document the requirement and the citizens just go mow or go weed eat, then we don't know that we need more people or that we need more coverage in a certain area, and we need to know that.
So Kevin does all the mowing?
All the mowing, all the weed eating, all the lights. Kevin is 100% responsible for the park. No, but it is not 100% of his job. That make sense?
Yeah.
He also does water testing. He also does sewer cleanouts. He's also on call for emergencies and things like that. So
He is.
he's absolutely dedicated to the park, but it's his personal dedication, not the city staff dedication.
Yes.
That's all I have. Any questions?
No, but we appreciate it ever so much, Greg, that you
Thank
came
y'all for letting us come talk to
presented
you.
this to us, and we don't have it, of course, on our agenda, but we'll put it on next month. Bring it up again, and
If you wait a month, we may be done.
you're not going to be done.
If you wait a month, we may be
That
done.
sounds like a challenge.
If you wait a month, we
Well,
may be done.
we can't do anything without being voted on.
Yeah, it has to be on the agenda to be voted on.
That's right.
I understand.
That's right. Thank you,
Handcuff
Greg.
me.
We appreciate your presentation.
Thank
And
y'all.
thank y'all for what y'all have
Let's
done
all
thus
talk
far.
amongst yourselves. I'll go home and have a peanut butter.
Hey,
There you
let
go.
Trixie out. Just let her run. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet y'all. Thank y'all for coming. All right, folks, we're moving on down to number 10, which is the discussion of the first city welcome sign. And everybody should know by now that it's already in place. So we're going to skip over that. Number 11 is discuss approving 429 Marina Drive in Arrowhead as most improved property and the fishing store as community improvement award.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks really nice.
And order those plaques from GT&A. So I went today when we left Sulphur Spring, the game here, down to the fishing store, and I got his card. I talked to him on the phone. He was in a fishing tournament. He has a tournament every Thursday night.
On Tawakoni.
Yes, Brandon McMillan. And so anyway, I told him as soon as we got the plaques in, we would call him back and set up a time where we would present the plaques. Instead of saying spring and fall like we've done in the past, it's going to have to say summer and winter, since we're already going to be in summer as of this weekend. So anyway, I just want to ask y'all if y'all do approve of those things. I know we talked about approving him at the fishing store last month, but we did not talk about Marina Drive.
Right.
And that's the one that Amanda brought up and showed us pictures.
Amanda, you mean Stephanie?
No, I mean Amanda brought it up and pictures before and pictures. And after.
1420 Run Murray. Okay, is that a home?
This
Is that a home?
Yes.
Don't recall.
I don't remember.
Marina
either.
Drive is a little cul-de-sac street. And when you go in, that house has lake, waterfront on
Oh,
a
this
canal.
one. Was it this one?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
That's what it looked like, and that's
Oh, yeah.
what it looks like now.
Yeah, it looks
The
much
top
better.
is the old and the bottom is the new.
Oh, nice. Where's
So,
that? Where's
It's
Marina?
in Arrowhead. Marina Drive is just a little street and it's a little cul-de-sac.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Motion
It looks
approved.
good.
Okay. So,
So,
you say?
I said, I hope it still looks good.
oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. But, does anyone want
Flags on
to
order.
nominate, those two things so we can get the plaques ordered?
I make a motion, we nominate 1425 Marina Drive as the most improved property and the fishing store as community improvement award property. So Mary can order the plaque.
Thank you. And thank you, Lorraine. And all in favor?
Aye.
All right, unanimous again. Thank y'all so much. The plaques usually are $19.95 unless they've gone up on them. It's a 5x7 plaque. Anyway, I'll get those ordered tomorrow. Number 12 is discuss looking and nominating June yard of the month. Lori and I
have
put
a
Stephanie.
list.
So you have a list of some homes?
Yep.
And you're going north side, okay?
I
So
went to both sides when I was looking
Good.
last month
what
and
do
just
you,
wrote them down.
okay, what do you have?
Well, I don't have it on me.
Oh, okay,
It's, where's my list? It's at the house.
okay.
I just didn't have time to go get it.
Can you just text it back
Yeah,
to us
you
or
can.
something and let us know so we can,
The one that I found last month on the north side, the house on, Bella Vista. And, I had nominated them last year and they were,
oh, at the end of the street?
yes, with
Yeah.
a house and you have to turn around and
Yes,
come back out.
yeah.
It's that house on the right, two ladies live there. And, Delma Anderson is her name. And so, Kim had said we were awarding, Miss Lopez, was that her name?
Yeah.
She said, well, maybe we've already got next month.
So let's just do that.
Well, wait, I went to their house
Oh, no.
today.
Oh, you
And
did?
yeah, because I wanted to take pictures thinking their yard would even look better a month later with all the rain and everything. And they were just coming out of their garage going in their house and she came up to my car and she goes, I said, yeah, I nominated you last month, but another property got it. I want to nominate you again. And she goes, well, we really don't want to participate. She said, I really appreciate you've been diligent. You came to my house last year and you're back this year. She said, but we just this is the craziest thing. She said, we don't know if we're gonna need to be dressed when you come and knock on the door or anything. So if we're appropriate for a picture taken, I'm really getting
Well,
Okay, well, let's just mark that one off.
no, let's
So anyway,
do
we'll go
it.
with
Let's
that.
do
Let's
it.
do it.
Let's do
Did
it.
you take pictures?
I just drove, I have all the addresses and I'll drive around and take pictures. Cause I was just driving around and I wasn't doing it for this. But I was thinking in the future,
Yes.
we would have these. So I've got all the addresses down.
Okay, cool.
Cause I just wrote them down.
But I know the house you're
Weird
talking
lady in the
about.
neighborhood.
But what we have to do, we'd have to make an appointment to present them their gift certificate and put the sign in the
She
yard.
doesn't
So
want
they
it.
think they,
No.
she doesn't want any recognition.
She doesn't want play in the game.
Okay.
She said,
Then we'll just go with Lorraine's
We'll find
list.
another one.
Okay, we'll scratch.
Quick question on that 1429 Marina Drive. Should I drive by that again before you order the plaque?
You can if you want to.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
okay, so
And
didn't we
then-
talk about plaques for residential,
Well,
No, that was something, that was the, Calvin Travers.
Calvin, yeah.
yeah, the
No.
yard of the year or
The
whatever.
Yard of the year, that's not the same as this. We don't do plaque, we don't do plaques for this. We put the sign in their yard and give them a gift certificate from the city.
Okay, cool. So no plaque, just for the fishing store. All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so Lorraine, you're gonna get us
Yes,
the
ma'am.
addresses and we'll decide
Yes,
from that.
ma'am.
Okay,
I'll drop by that tomorrow and take a picture and
that'll be
send it.
great. That'll be great. Okay, the item number 13, discuss and set date for Veterans Memorial cleanup, or should we hire Billy to do it? I talked to Billy today, and he gave me a bid of $50 to do the garden, so that, what's his name? That's doing it for the city?
Kevin,
Kevin, he doesn't have to do it. Billy will do it for $50. He'll pull all the weeds out. He'll go in with the clippers and clip all the dead branches out of the sage and different things that's growing in there. Get all the weeds pulled, and he said weed eat around everything, and for $50. And then he would go down here to the new monument, the sign, city welcome sign, and he would do all of that down there for $20. And so
So
that would
let
be
Billy do it.
I know.
$70. And,
worth every penny,
pardon me?
worth every penny.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But what about the rose beds along the wall? You know, manicuring that and weeding
Yeah, I didn't
that.
talk to him about that. I didn't talk to him about that at all.
But this would be monthly? He would do this?
No, he's just
This
doing
one?
it right now to get it cleaned up, because it's kind of a mess. There's weeds in there as tall as our plants, so we gotta get the weeds out.
Okay,
I say have Billy do it.
Okay.
absolutely.
All
I make a
right.
motion, we hire Billy to do the maintenance that was mentioned at the Veterans Memorial and at the new welcome sign area.
I second that.
Okay, Sue Ellen. And second is Amanda, all in favor? Aye. Unanimous. Again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, citywide cleanup at the sewer plant. Lorraine, I gave you that numbers and you've got it there, and it wasn't very productive. Do
It
you
was
think?
very just slow this
Very
time.
slow.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was
I don't know,
slow.
it was a
It
beautiful
just-
day.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know
wasn't
why.
too hot, it wasn't, I
Well,
don't
go
know.
ahead and
May
give us the
9th.
numbers.
Wait, what day was
The
that?
16th.
May
May
16th.
16th.
You were,
You had
had
friends
something.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had
yes.
friends.
You know, there might have been graduation stuff. That's
I
what
don't
was
know.
I have no
He used
idea.
to-
So we had 9 trucks, 3 trailers, 0 cars, and 1 side by side. And our donation jar to start, it had $30 in it, and then minus 20 for donuts, so we had $10 in donations. That's not a very good turnout.
No.
But I mean, what? I mean, you can only just announce it in the
Yeah.
in their water bills. Is that where it comes?
It's on the water bills,
And
yes.
see, like, we don't get a physical water bill.
You
If
know,
we do, Greg doesn't even look at it. I mean, he
Yeah.
looks at the number. He doesn't look at
It's an e-bill, and if, you know.
Yeah, and
that's what we
Josh and Lisa across the street from us, they, I tell them every time, and they go, we didn't, of course, I forget to tell them the day before. I said, it's on your water bill, and they don't look at it either. So I think,
But
We can
Mary
try to
always posts it on Facebook,
We
you
can try
know.
to promote it a little more,
yeah,
like, on a different, Facebook pages.
yeah,
well.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because I always take
whatever-
it and
however
on
to
my
get it
own.
out there, you know what I mean? Because, again, I
Yeah.
don't think people really see.
Yeah.
And,
And if
and
it's
the
on that-
signs we have are just, down, we put them there at the Dollar General. And
Yeah,
I think Kim has a smaller one that she's put at Rancheros before.
okay.
But wouldn't you say this is just an anomaly? I mean, because
Yeah, it
usually
really
we have a
is.
really good turnout. I mean,
Yeah. And I noticed that a lot of these people too asked about when the next one was,
Yes.
and that's not gonna be to the fall.
Yes.
So, anyway, but.
But I
it wouldn't-
still, I mean, I still think it couldn't hurt
Yeah,
to, really
Mhm.
promote it where people will actually see it and take, take recognition of what they're seeing.
maybe what we need too is another sign down at Maze Lane and Rabbit Cove. On
That
the
wouldn't be a
corner
bad
there,
idea.
pointing
But
that direction, but we don't want people from we only want the West Walkeny Water Service
Yes,
people to
yes.
use it, so we don't
Yes.
wanna,
I know, and that seems like the best way to do it is the water bill, because
yes.
then we know that you actually live here.
What if we had a few other signs and just put it at the entrance of a couple of different neighborhoods?
Well,
Mhm.
if they come from someplace else, they have to show us, everybody has to show us their
Yeah.
driver's license or whatever.
Something, yes.
We can just say, which I would hate to do this, but sorry, this is for West Walkeny residents
Mhm.
only,
Clean up for West Waukene residents,
Mm-hmm.
Period.
period,
Yeah.
end of statement. Because,
it'd be, excuse me, it'd
No,
be
go
great if we could say the second Saturday of the month. Go ahead and start, nailing down so
Yeah.
people can
Yeah.
start
and start
expecting it.
planning,
Yeah.
I think that's a great
We depend
idea.
upon the
Instead of,
Public Works people to give us these dates. These are not our dates.
oh.
We didn't select them.
Gotcha.
So we depend on them to give us the dates.
So what determines that?
The worker available for Saturday, is that what it is?
I don't know if it's something to do with a blackjack contract they have. Whether they give them a free set of dumpsters and we pay for, or the city pays for the
Okay,
others, two
so-
or three.
So that might be something that we maybe kind of figure
It
out.
could, it could be something that would be easy for them to say, to plan.
Yeah.
Without just, we've gotta figure out this and, anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice
Because-
if we could have like a set each time.
Yes.
Mhm.
So have we ever tried
the
to do
others?
that?
The other cleanups are gonna be 9/12 and 10/10. Those are the next
So
cleanups,
those are the
9/12
dates.
and 10/10.
So
And these
those-
again are the,
Are the dates that they gave you?
yes, it says per
Gotcha.
JD cleanups 4/11, 5/16.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking
9/12 and 10.
9/12 and what was it?
10/10,
It's the second Saturday. And then when did we go
The 16th.
5/16.
in May?
Mhm.
That's the third Saturday.
Yeah. I wonder,
What was
I mean,
that?
does JD decide that?
I guess so. I said, it says per JD on my note.
See,
Because
it might be real simple.
To just say,
It
can we
helps
do
them in
this?
planning as well.
Exactly. That's
If
kind of
they
what
knew
I'm
it was the
thinking.
second Saturday.
That 9/12, I will be out of town.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so JD does that.
Yeah, he gives us the dates for the cleanups.
Do you mind if I talk to him
No, I don't
and
mind at
ask
all.
him if there's a way to pin it down to the second Tuesday
And say, we want to
Then
get signs made.
every other
so
month or whatever we
residents or,
decide?
can count on the
Because-
second
Yeah, man, because then,
Tuesday in
yeah,
September, second Tuesday, whatever
yeah,
month.
yeah, but
Pick
because
them
then
up.
people would get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the thing was about these dates. What I do it. They're right in the same month. I mean, 4/11 and then 5/16. So there's no break in a month there. And we've always had at least a month between
Yeah,
the cleanups. And this 9/12, then you go right to 10/10. So there's no break.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
there's
seems
not.
So I don't know why
And
those
4
dates were.
4/11 was the second Saturday, but the May one was not.
okay.
The third. I wonder if they do, with November, if we could get them to do the second Saturday in November, is that too late? Do you have a gap there for people to collect stuff?
Let me talk to him and
Yeah.
I'll see what
Yeah.
the reasoning is behind.
It must be something to do
Because
with
I
the
think you're right.
blackjack
Yeah,
and their contract and how many dumpsters they will provide and how often
yeah.
and that kind of thing.
Okay.
So,
I'll talk to JD.
Yeah, we might just have to do it the way we've been doing it.
okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Catfish Festival, May 9th. Sue Ellen wanted to speak on that, and I'm sure Lorraine would like to speak on that as
Yeah,
well.
so the day of the festival, I got home and I started just saying, okay, how could we make this better? And Ramsey was sitting, we were just going back and forth. He had some great ideas too. What my big first thing, and this is something that I was asking about as we were shutting down. If on the baskets, the big nice baskets we had, if we could count the tickets, how many people went for the Mother's Day basket? How many for the fishing?
That's
How
a
many
good
for this,
idea.
this, and this? And we know what people want. We
Because then you
know
see
what
where,
they'll pay, what they'll
Yes.
pay
Where
for.
their money's going, yes, sure.
And another idea I had was take the restaurant, all the restaurant coupons, gift certificates, and make a restaurant basket.
like,
I think-
Civic did
Yeah.
with Christmas with all
Uh-huh,
their,
Christmas tree.
Yeah, yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah.
yeah. And so, because people like to eat out, and
They
and
do.
we probably get a lot of purchases on a restaurant
Mhm.
basket, because they were all taped along the edge of
Yeah,
the
'cause we
table.
didn't have
They were
enough
hard
room.
to see.
But that
And,
is a good idea.
Yeah.
They're all in one.
And
And then you're not just doling out, one ticket
That's true,
for
because
each
some of them
one.
had just one ticket in it, so you
Exactly.
had a winner.
and I think somebody
Yeah.
would be willing to go for a basket
Yeah.
Yeah.
with all of them in there.
But a tally, we know that Robin's Mother's Day basket was a hit, and the fishing basket too. But anyway, that was just an idea to maybe focus more on baskets,
Uh-huh.
and
With no candles.
Right, no candles.
yeah, there was one more I thought was more tents, because if those
Oh, yeah.
baskets had been
In the
under the
shade,
shade,
yeah.
they might have gotten soft, but I don't think they would have.
Yeah.
gotten it. Let's see, what was popular? We're gonna know about that. Merchandising, we can, maybe improve a little bit on that. Ramsey thought that, we could promote businesses like Rancheros, who got the best margaritas, or Agaveros, Taco Tuesday. But I'm not sure how we would do that if their gift certificates are in a basket. But, just
Yeah.
everything eye level, not taped. Maybe position the tables differently. If we took the tables and just had like one table here, and then one here, and then we're back here, and we can still walk up and talk
Yeah.
to people, and they have more room to move around and look at stuff, and we don't have to get in their space while they're doing that. We can be talking to them on the other side. That's just a thought. More tents. So the park fan club had a roulette wheel,
Mhm.
and they were giving stuff away,
Uh-huh.
and Ramsey thought that would be something fun to do. Have
Yeah, it's an
make a
activity.
donation.
Yeah.
Make a donation, you get a gift. That sort of thing. And I don't know how we work around this. He said the big items were mostly donated by individuals. Okay, so we did all the contributions and Robin. I mean, bless her heart, she put a lot of stuff in those baskets.
She did.
So, if there's a way to involve the businesses more in those, where we can promote them. Anyway, Ramsey said maybe we ask city admin to help us get a 501c3. If we want to, just ask him to do that and do all the headache work on that. And
Is the park
At least
fan page
explore.
is that gonna be a 501c3?
I don't.
Why are we getting that? Why would we get that?
Well, so we could do like a golf tournament and do some bigger.
Okay, Greg has said you
So
don't
we don't
need
have
that.
to have it for the golf.
Okay,
tournament.
You don't have to have that, or the fishing
I would
tournament.
rather the city help us set that up rather than us do it on our own, because I
Well, I'm
wouldn't
not
have a
gonna do
clue.
it on my own.
I wouldn't have a
so
clue how to
I'm
do
not
it.
doing it.
If we do a 501c, then we don't have to do these type of meetings either, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
Anyway, so that's just my 2 cents on that.
Well, I like all those ideas.
Yeah,
Great
Yes,
ideas.
yes.
We do need more cover, for sure. We need a
Well, and
different
it was
location.
unseasonably hot. Oh, I think that would be,
But we
It's-
were kind of in a disadvantaged location this time. They put us where we were before with the trees,
yeah.
which was good when we had the trees.
Yeah.
But I think this time we should have been further down or something.
Closer
Not-
to the water?
Yeah.
Really?
Not up against yeah. I think so. Because there
So,
were more things going on in the center that we knew nothing about.
yes,
We couldn't
Because
hear what was
we
going
couldn't
on.
hear
Yes.
anything. And when they did come over to us, you know, he said,
They already
well,
spent the
write it
money.
down and I'll go back and talk about it. Well, I never did.
Or they came to us first and they're like, oh, we're gonna go check all this out and we'll be back. They never came back.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't come back.
so I mean, I love Sue Ellen's idea about the restaurant basket.
Yes.
I also like the idea of having, like, your daughters, because that's a big ticket item, the fishing thing.
Mhm.
I think we need to try and get more of that kind of stuff, the
Yeah.
bigger
Yeah,
things, and not have as much.
Yeah.
yes.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because people come up and they're like, you know, I don't know what I want to, you know, whatever. I don't know. I just think that might work better. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You add the roulette wheel and, you know, kind of make it kind of a game kind of thing
Yeah.
a little bit. That would be kind of fun.
I think
But
that
I
would be
agree,
fun.
yeah.
Okay, and so here's the other thing. Why did the city not have a fishing tournament?
They wanted to do the,
Well, it was said, I asked Greg and he said, well, because they were afraid that guides would come in. Big whoop.
Mhm.
Have a section for kids and adults that aren't guides, and then have a guide tournament.
Yeah. Why do you have a
Or just-
catfish
just that
festival?
weigh-in,
And
the weigh-in
Well,
stuff
no.
is fun. People
It
like to
is
stick around for the
fun.
or you
weigh-in
could
and
just
stuff.
do a kid fishing tournament from the bank.
Yes,
Just do it simple.
something.
I
I mean,
had a friend that was going to enter the catfish cooking,
Dwight was going to.
and
Heat stroke though.
Yeah.
it would have cost her money to have entered that. They provide the fish,
Yeah.
but she has to provide all
The
the rest of
oil
the
and the
stuff,
stuff to
oil,
go with. and
all that kind of stuff. And she said it just wasn't worth it
Yeah,
for her.
yeah.
It was a good idea.
For the prizes they gave too was not really
Yeah,
worth it
yeah.
for her. So, but she is a
Does she have
great
a business,
catfish
a
cook.
food business or no? This was just a.
No, she's a friend of ours from Shoreline. Well, she lives in Waukee, but when we
Yeah,
lived in
I get it.
Shoreline, she was a good friend of ours. But
So,
she's
I
an
mean, is a
excellent cook.
fishing tournament something that
Yeah.
we could do?
Casey was gonna set it all up for him and he was gonna run it and they decided not to.
Oh, really?
Let's call Casey. Is that, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you have a catfish
We were
festival
gonna-
if you don't have catfish to eat?
I
You don't
know.
have catfish to catch with people bringing in these big monsters.
I
like
know,
they
that makes it
used
so
to do.
fun.
Yes.
So
yes.
Casey was gonna set
He
it up.
was gonna get the guy that runs the tournament on Thursday nights, who's the master.
Yeah.
But he was gonna get with him and see if he would donate his time and come out, and he was gonna set it all up, and they said no. So they wanted to do cook the catfish.
Was that the
That's
chamber
dumb.
that did that?
Yes. That's done.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, thank y'all for all those ideas. I think that we can definitely improve
Got a whole year
on
to
this.
plan on.
It was a good catfish
Yeah,
festival
that
this
was.
year for us, and we made pretty good money. But all those are great ways to improve upon it. Discuss and set date for lakefront cleanup near the boat ramp. Now, I have not been down to the boat ramp lately, but I imagine it ought to be pretty clear. Has anybody been down there lately?
I drove down there yesterday with my granddaughter. I'm just trying to picture what it looked like.
Well, the way you have to do a water cleanup through Keep Texas Beautiful is you have to lay out a chart, you have to measure a certain length of space, you know, and then you have to take your pickers, your grabbers and everything and go through all the trash that's around that area and put it in little piles, and then we have to count all those little piles.
So
And
I'm curious.
3,497 cigarette butts.
And 2,000 pop tops.
This
Yeah.
makes no sense to me at all.
that's a part of it. It's
I know,
keep
but
Texas
It's
beautiful.
Why?
just puzzling what they use that information.
I need
what
to
they
know
do with that.
why.
I don't know why what
Do
they
we still
use.
have to do, we have to do that to
We
be
have-
part of the,
Well, we have to do another cleanup, yeah, because
and count cigarette
we
butts?
can't count what we do at the park down there at the
I
wastewater
was gonna
treatment
say
plant.
about
We
that.
can't
We don't
count
have
that
to.
anymore. So we have to have another cleanup, and that's the easiest to me to do
Yeah.
that down there. Because you just lay the tarps out and get your grabbers, you don't have to touch nothing with your hands. And then just count it all up, and then we throw it in the dumpster. There's dumpsters down there.
And who do we tell these numbers
I
to?
report it. I have tons of
Texas
reports I have to
Miracle.
send
What
in.
do- but- Okay, Barry, I want you to ask them, just to satisfy my curiosity, why? I really do need to know why.
I guess they want to know
Then-
what trash is.
Then why
If they
don't
do it at the beach, they do it down at, like around Galveston and everything.
Then
They
why
do
don't
all
we have
that
to do
stuff.
when we pick up trash off the side of the road?
Do what?
Why don't we have to do that when we pick up trash on the side of the
We
road?
do.
We
We
do.
do that.
But you count the bags.
We count the bags.
You
for
don't
that.
individually
No,
count
I'm
the
not gonna
butts.
count.
Count
No,
the bags,
a
not the
piece
butts.
of paper.
no.
Okay, I'm gonna need some knowledge on this, because I think that is utterly ridiculous.
Well, anyway,
So if
that's
you do
our,
a water cleanup, you have to lay it all out.
you have to pick it up, lay it all out and count everything. Like if you had, beer cans, you would have to put all your aluminum cans in a stack and count all those aluminum cans. And then I put it on my report. And then the same thing goes with, like you said, cigarette butts. We had some 2 years ago, we had a whole bunch of keys, tons of keys. And so we put all them down there. Metal, paper, plastic, styrofoam, all of that stuff is on the water cleanup report. So you count all those individual pieces. Sometimes you'll have 2 of this. Sometimes you'll have 1,000. And if it's 1,000, we're just going to guess at that. We're not going to count up to 1,000 cigarette butts. But it is part of our
When do we
Silver
have to
Star
have this
status
done by?
by the end of the year.
We do it in the fall, so it's. not
Oh,
too
yeah,
hot.
yeah. Yeah, we don't have to do it now. We just got to set a date so it'll be
Okay.
on the calendar to get it done. So,
Okay, so right now, we're looking at September and October for, citywide cleanup, correct?
yes. We're not covered.
Cover citywide cleanup.
Yep.
Where the heck is it?
But we definitely want to do it when it's not any activities going on at the boat ramp. We don't want to interfere with anything like that. So but we want to do it in the fall where it's cooler for sure.
I'm sorry, on the citywide cleanup, it's 9/12 and 10/1, is that what you said?
10,
Yeah, 10-10.
10/10.
10-10.
Okay. So I can make sure I,
Can we do that in October too?
We probably could, sure. So that being said, if we look at October's calendar, we've got the 3rd, 17th, 24th. But we can't do it on Halloween because we usually participate in the Halloween at the fire department. So, well, there we go.
are you talking for the,
10th
For
is, the 10th is cleanup?
Mm-hmm.
10/10?
10-10.
10/10 is citywide cleanup, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
and 9/12. So I think, maybe, I don't know if you want to skip a week and do it on the 24th of October to clean up down at the boat ramp. And how many feet is it, Dwayne? It's like 200 feet, 150 feet, something like that. 200 feet. So we usually just take a stake, and he takes this measuring thing and just measures it off and just stake it off. And you can do a section here or go down there. And
So I guess this is the part that puzzles me about, not just that, but about when we, like, what if there's trash beyond the 200 feet?
we
We
only
just-
are concerned with our part.
Okay.
We're not gonna go pick up 400 feet when we only have to report 150 or 200 feet.
Okay.
I'm good with any other weekend in October. We go to November and deer season.
Yeah, I wouldn't go into
Right.
November,
Y'all say
no.
the 24th?
Well, I just suggested that. That's my
fine.
suggestion,
Okay.
but y'all decide what y'all would like.
24th is fine.
No, when is that?
October 24th.
Excuse me.
So this will be
Shoreline, what do you call it?
lakefront cleanup. And that would be at the boat ramp.
In the back of the city park.
Down
Yeah,
point.
down to point.
Uh-huh.
Okay, everybody good with that? 24th of October? Okay. 17 is update on the Little Free Library. You said you couldn't go because of weekend high today. We still got plenty of books, right?
I
I
had
had
more
plenty of
scared of
books.
snakes than
And it
tigers.
really, there were plenty of books in it. They were just kind of cattywampus, but
Mhm.
I'll go back. And I
Okay.
hope Greg didn't think I was complaining that it hadn't
No,
been mowed.
no, but his point
I,
was,
I got the
if
point.
somebody
Yeah,
does
do
it,
a
they
work
won't
order.
do it.
That's true.
If what?
Like if
If it's not
Ramsey,
reported.
if
yeah.
Ramsey went and did it and somebody from the city
Yeah.
drove by, oh, that looks fine to me. Because Ramsey went and did it. So he wants them to, so they get in the habit of doing it and doing it properly. Kevin normally takes care of that stuff.
Right, right.
He's on vacation.
And some of those weeds grow up overnight.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mowed my own yard today and I know. 'Cause they sprout up.
They'll be
I'll
back
have them
tomorrow.
up tomorrow. Okay, Dwayne, special, social media update. You have some numbers for us?
They're not good, but I got
Okay, well, we don't have any activity
them. Yeah, we
going on.
haven't done anything, so we really shouldn't
Mhm.
expect very much. But, our viewers were down 82%.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Our engagement was down 75%.
Oh, my.
That's not good.
And our
We're
net-
getting close.
Our
We're
net
getting close.
followers were up 10%.
Well, we have a few more followers, but everything else, well,
That's sad news.
yeah, thank you for that little report.
Yeah.
19 is discuss future agenda items. I think first and foremost, we're gonna need to talk next month about, partnering up with Greg's group, Park Fan Page. I started to ask him what they're gonna do about the tables that already have plaques on them. Because there's plaques underneath the main pavilion, the big pavilion, that already have plaques on there from people that donated them several years ago when Jim Turnipseed was mayor. So I don't know what they plan on doing with those
Yeah,
tables.
Does it
with
that's
the
look like they
plaques.
could be removed and put on a new table?
But they're little bitty. And he
Oh,
said
okay.
they had to get big plaques, remember? He
Oh, so he'll
talked about
probably
it.
just get new ones.
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
Same.
I don't know.
Because,
Because they
What's
donated
gonna
wood.
happen to the old
Yeah.
tables?
I don't know.
Are they all wood?
Yes, they're all wood.
Oh,
And they're all
Bonfire.
wonky and.
Yeah, a lot of them
So,
are
okay, so
broken.
here's my thought on that, and I may be totally wrong. My thought is those people donated their money to pay for a picnic table,
Yes,
knowing it would not last forever.
Mhm.
right.
the people who were paying for these picnic tables, those tables are gonna last for a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
they'll
So,
outlast us.
I mean, I hate to
Some of
throw
us.
stuff away, but I feel like we got our use out of them.
Well, and, you know,
don't know.
Greg mentioned,
I don't know the answer.
maybe there could be a set aside place for,
Yeah.
you know,
the-
park
yeah,
donors.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just, you know, doesn't have to say what they donated for.
Yeah,
just
it's doesn't have to be
area.
Our
specific.
park friends and donors
Yeah.
and
I think that's a great idea.
some kind of,
Yeah, well, we'll ask him about that or something.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that needs to go on our agenda first and foremost, that we do partner with them and we possibly talk to Holt again about the sign, for the second sign.
do you know how much the welcome sign on the eastbound side, about what it was gonna run?
Was about $500 or so cheaper than the one we had.
Oh,
So
really?
It wasn't that much of a difference.
Is it that big?
No,
Is
it's not that big.
Do we need to,
But we should have one equally as big as that one, I think.
so
We're gonna put it at the park.
we're gonna discuss the plants and stuff that they're doing, and we're gonna discuss if we want the sign.
Sign to go
Okay.
there. And possibly to alter the sign itself,
Mhm.
because he can do it on both sides to say the same thing, West Walkeny City Park or whatever you want to say. So it can have, you know, something on the front, something on the back, same.
Y'all come back.
I
And-
like that.
I
a
like
lot.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he might could put that at the top, you know, but he can use the logo that we can use now, so it kind of matches the city logo. And, so we'll put that on there. Anything else y'all want to have on the agenda for next time?
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
all right.
I'm sorry.
We probably need to check again with Stephanie because, I don't really have,
She doesn't have a formal resignation
Oh,
from her.
gotcha.
We have to vote on,
yeah, we
on
have to
that.
vote on
Okay.
taking her off because we had her on there a couple of times ago or once, some time ago. And, she wanted to give it a second shot, but anyway. So anything else for future agenda items? If she does decide to go off, we'll have to have another member. So we'll have to be thinking about recruiting another member. Okay, the chair will entertain the motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All right,
Okay.
second.
Aye.
Sorry, y'all. Yawning.
I would love it if there was a way that we could. Now, this is
Thank
just
you,
me.
Amanda.
Oh, you're welcome.